2001 Nissan Frontier, two-wheel drive model, SE, short bed. That is a huge problem. Doesn't look good. Anyway, chop a hole. This is the conversion to the four-wheel drive. That's all you got to do. Axles is the same. Changed the leaf springs. 2001 Nissan Xterra, and it had a drop shackle in the back. Shocks, all from the Xterra. Frame's in good shape, so this is perfect for this swap. Now, the transfer case and the transmission are all from the Xterra. 2001 Xterra. You have to change this bracket, or take this bracket with you, this mid one, the transmission mount. The holes, I believe, no matter how I tried it, one hole didn't line up. So I just drilled a hole. Since it's the bolt that goes through it, doesn't matter. It just has to be even so that you're not twisting your transmission mount. Everything else is the same. Wiring harness is the same. I'm having some issues with, there's a lever up there that's supposed to have a couple bolts that are not there. I'm working on that. So both front brackets that are for the diff mount, this here is all from the Xterra. This two-wheel drive Frontier, just it bolted right up. You have to take all your bolts over because these don't exist. The bottom arm, bottom control arm, is Frontier. I'm in the middle of replacing ball joints, but that knuckle obviously is Xterra. You have to take the brake. The caliper is also Xterra. Then new axles connected. Everything's connected now, which is great. And technically, this two-wheel drive is now four-wheel drive. That's all it is. All because it's a manual selector. There's no bolts in this bracket, which lets you select your gears. I knocked it just a little bit when I was cutting, and it fucking fell off. Great. Not sure what's going on there, but I got everything together. The drive shaft is a special order from Summit. It is longer than the Xterra and shorter than the Frontier two-wheel drive version. The Frontier two-wheel drive version doesn't even, so as a two-piece, I had two drive shafts basically that are two different sizes. So I had to order I found it on Rock Auto, dormant part number, 54 inches. This is now 1/16. The issue, if you do one of these conversions, the oddity of a short bed makes this conversion a pure pain in the butt, because the drive shaft is a special order. No one has it, so that's wonderful. But new doors, because these are junk. I'm not a body guy, I'm just a mechanic. So I've got doors. Basically it's like a skin replacement because I'm just gonna gut them and replace all the inside stuff. But that's basically what the conversion is. The wire and harness, it all just connects as the same because it's an automatic, same transmission. The transmission that was in this, I actually have it for sale. It could be a cleaner cut, but once it's covered, honestly, I could care less. But that's it. Hubs, I have new hubs. Teeth were chewed out of there. The wheels are obviously temporary. I replaced the headlights, and so when I bought this, it had a snap timing belt, and it's a bit of a pain to be dead on with number one. The crank pulley doesn't have a marker on it. I had to go off the number one cylinder height, and by yourself, it's not fun. It's not easy. It's not my first time, so it is what it is. I got it first. As soon as I turned the key, it started right up. So even though there's adjustment that needs to be made, it started right up on the first turn key, and it didn't have banging or a loud tick, which tells me when they snapped the timing belt, they didn't crush a valve. I wasn't sure if this was an interference or non-interference engine. Some information says that it is, but this engine runs. So, luck of the draw, basically. I'm not sure how that panned out, but it worked. I had a spare motor and I junked it. That's what you get. Anyway, let's pause this. All right, so the transmission stuff is all in the same location. Your wire and harness for the transmission are all the same connectors. So that's it. I think the only thing that is going to be an issue, not really an issue, I won't have a light inside that shows me what four-wheel drive, what position I'm in. Because I'm selling this to a family member, it's a 16-year-old kid who's probably gonna beat the piss out of it. It's his first in my other two projects. This one's for parts, but he's probably just gonna beat the piss out of it. So that's it. I'm not a good video person. I'm just the mechanic. I started the channel to show what I do, and I'm not very good at it. In the future, this is getting a frame swap, and I'm gonna buy a Silverado and drop the drivetrain in this and put F350 Dana 60 axles. I'm gonna cut this up in pieces. It is what it is, you know. Plenty of videos I can make pertaining towards this and other things, but I gotta get into a garage, which I'm moving into, so I'm almost there. This is my update on how far I've gotten. It's just tedious little stuff now, because it's technically two-wheel drive swapped to four-wheel drive. And that's pretty much all it was, or all it is.